There you go. Okay, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio. We're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time. And we're continuing our game of Quest for Glory 4. Last time we had technical difficulties. I got disconnected a bunch of times, so this is my last save. So there's some stuff that might not have been done. I know that the last time, I'll talk to him again, but we'll look at everything here. Hello, Ivan 2000, old games and stuff. How's it going?
Glass globes of unknown intent hang in nets from the ceiling. It's a beaker full of eyes, and they all seem to be looking at you. Some sort of complicated scientific experiment is going on here. Could it be the quest for the perfect cup of tea? You are in an incredibly cluttered...
Oh, it's a copy of Frankenstein's famous I Am Not a Monster. Oh, you discover a book called Elementary Deductions. You start to look through Mad World, but it's making you crazy, so you stop. You discover a book called Elementary... Okay, loops around. You learn that Dr. Cranium has a copy of 10 easy lessons for becoming a mad scientist. He's really doing it by the book. Oh. Science made silly. There's a bunch of random titles there.
Dr. Cranium likes to stay ahead of his competitors. You are in an incredibly It looks for all the world like a medieval moonshine still. But Dr. Cranium is far too intelligent to drink alcohol, so he must be developing a new fuel or something. You are in an...
Oh, it doesn't talk about this thing?
You are... It looks for all the world like a medieval moonshine still. But Dr. Cranium is far too intelligent to drink alcohol, so he must be developing a new fuel or something. You are in an... A contraption looking nothing quite so much as a giant ray gun points towards the operating table. Now wait just a second. There's no such thing as a ray gun in Moldavia, is there?
Yeah, we looked at that last time. This is pretty much where it cuts, I think, when I looked at that.
It looks like a giant boiler. The chain attached to it looks like it activates some sort of release valve.
But yeah, as crappy as Windows is, it did notify me at the bottom right of my screen, which is one of the reasons...
They can bill me.
They can bill you. Hey, Dave. Yeah, it notified me. One of the reasons playing Windows screen, like a full screen, I wouldn't have seen it. On my OBS there was a red dot, but it's not big enough. Like, it's big. It's about like half an inch by half an inch, but... And everything goes red. Not everything, but... It needs to almost be an alarm, like, you've been disconnected, do something.
Dr. The gargoyle-like carving on the pillar doesn't have much to do with science, but hey, the rent on this place was reasonable, okay? You are in an Even mad scientists' labs need fireplaces to keep warm in this climate. You are in an That didn't...
Oh.
You warm your hands over the fire. Actually, they weren't terribly cold, but you never know when you might have to take on a few extra therms to fight the autumn chill.
I am truly sorry, but I cannot afford to make this a lending library at this time. You may look at my books here all you like, but you may not take them with you.
It's funny.
I really don't think you should do that.
Well, can you talk to the guy?
It doesn't say much. No, you don't really need glasses. The boiler feels warm, but not uncomfortably so. It must be very well insulated. A mysterious device begins to emit an ominous hum as you reach towards it.
Be careful there. That device is only for use by trained scientists. Who knows what disaster might ensue should it ever be operated by
Not
a
much.
fumble-fingered amateur such as yourself? Besides, it is so much more fun when I do it.
I picked up a bunch of items. And I've explored everything. I picked up the pick lock. All I need, I think, for being a thief. That's pretty much it. Don't tell me what to do, please. No backseating. I need to say it, it seems, these days. I don't know why I feel bad. The N works on many things here, I'm surprised.
It doesn't.
It won't work on that.
Stop! You need a license to operate that.
Yeah.
Stop!
He doesn't like that.
That did... It has...
PlayStation 1. Holy shit. I like to go with more unknown games and games that I like to play. The Legend of the Dragoon is a good RPG. Not many people talk about it.
Some sort of complicated scientific experiment is going on here. Could it be...
No, we talked about that. Can we use that?
It hasn't finished brewing yet. Great tea.
Hey,
takes
Blizzard!
time.
Dig it. It's pretty good. Xenogear is also a good one.
That did...
Stop!
I haven't played Legend of the Dragoon, but I would watch my friend play it and it looked fine. It looked great, and I would play sometime, would give me the controller because one of the thing in that game is there's something on the ground, it seems. Is you have to do moves in your attack, so it's kind of Final Fantasy VII style combat. 3D, I think it's only 3 characters also. It's pretty much the same style of game also. And you go in and as soon as you attack you have to do a move. I can't remember if you see it on screen. I think you have to learn them. At first I was like, oh fuck, I hate combat games so much, like fighting games, because I'm really bad at learning the moves and even doing them on the controller. But no, it wasn't that bad and I liked it. It is Armada. I looked it up and I'm like 99% sure that it's Armada. Yep.
My name is Dr. Cranium.
It's like in my memory it's different, but no, it's that game.
Ah, yes.
It's 4-player, it has all the features.
I had little choice but to concoct some...
It had all the features that I remember it having. 4-player mode at the same time. I can't remember when you go out, if it's split screen or something. In my mind it was 2D, but I looked at less crisp 3D. I was looking at emulation and I looked maybe at a like on a real Dreamcast or something, and like it didn't look, it was 3D but it looked more 2D. It looked more like what I remember, like the images that I had in my mind. It's definitely a good game. I don't know many good games. Back then my friend would play only Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast, and I haven't played many games, no games on emulation. I don't think I've ever emulated Dreamcast. I know it's a good system, but Soul Calibur was great. So if you like fighting games, Soul Calibur, the first one, is an amazing game. I like it and I don't like a fighting game. It's beautiful, it has great animations. Yeah, Soul Calibur is just nice.
If you want to...
We talked about all this.
You ask Dr. Cranium.
Of course!
Can I have more than one?
You ask...
Of course!
Let's get 3.
You ask...
Of course!
Experiments are the
we have
meat
it
and
here?
drink of science. Earth,
We
Pete,
talked about all that, so we're just gonna
I
pass it
did
quickly.
since Pete Von. There is, of course, no such thing. Still, it is
Obviously,
there.
Now it's different. Magic is not there. We have Igor.
Igor is the great. Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous. Igor
I like
is
it when
carving
you
out
stop
quite a
it
niche for himself in the
here.
gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a... Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star.
I'm thinking that I, in my eagerness to do the channel point thing, I said, like, ask for any recommendation game, no, I didn't say any console, but I said, like, mention the console in the date or something, but I never thought that people might ask me for games on the Saturn or other console that I have no idea what good games are on. Like, I want to get TurboGrafx 16, and I want to explore the library with the same thing I have on the Super Nintendo. What's it called? It's like it's a multi-card or EverDrive. This is not an EverDrive. It's an SD to SNES. But yeah, that's the next console I would like to own. I want to get a TurboGrafx 16, an EverDrive. I have all the setup there to put it with my OSSC and capture it with crisp quality, exactly like the Super Nintendo. And for the Nintendo, I'm using an AVS. A Gravestone. Yeah, the TurboGrafx 16 is not super expensive. It's very affordable. That's why I want it. If it would be too expensive, I would just emulate it. Because apart from that, I have a Genesis. I just need an EverDrive for the Genesis and a card cable, an S card cable, which is about like 20 bucks. Maybe more with the shipping and all. The fluid. And the laboratory. So he's talking about something else. The fluid.
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water.
Okay.
This laboratory...
Perfect tea. Was that there, or is that because I looked at it when I was going around?
Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles.
And output RCA. No, you can. There's a plug to get it to output to S card cable. You need an S card cable, and then from the S card I can put in the OSSC, and then I have an HDMI output. The OSSC is kind of it's an upscaler. It's kind of a FrameMeister. Most people know the FrameMeister, but look up OSSC. Dead to Life, Perfect T. Is mount. Yeah, that's what I like stopping at the right moment. Research.
Research is the heart and soul of science.
We saw all that last
Without
time.
constant experimentation to prove
Now
or
he's not
disprove
even
one's
moving.
hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results. I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road out of the valley became closed by the swamp.
That's it.
I try to maintain... Unfortunately... Ned?
And that's it. But if I talk science...
Still, I had...
Oh, I already talked about that. And got a bunch of potions. Okay, let's go out, I guess.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
The fluid. Did you get the fluid? What time is it? Scanning late. I want to try to have a good night's sleep this night too. Quick save, whatever. Let's talk to you again.
Yes, well, Anna has been gone for a long time.
That's it, that's all he says. Igor.
Igor
Oh, I can't talk about the fluids?
Oh, Igor not...
Okay. So I need to collect some fluids with these flasks. Maybe just before the end of the night we're gonna practice some stuff. Can we practice stuff in here? Can we practice thieving stuff? Let's talk to you again.
I don't know. There is a little known secret way into the...
Oh, okay.
You find 3 throws.
But nothing's locked here, so we can't use a lockpick. No. We can practice stuff on the other room now. I don't know what that does. With stamina?
Your legs are too stiff.
That's it, boom, I'm done. Let me pick up this.
Any more weight might strain you.
Minutes?
After some rest, you feel... Any more weight. Well, that was... Well, that was fun. Now you feel like climbing...
Yay.
Well, that was fun.
Does it even do something? Climbing. Okay.
Well, that was... Well,
I
that
hope
was...
there's a better way to practice climbing somewhere else, because this is just... Take it. Do I have a bunch of rocks?
This...
I can't throw rocks here. Oh, is it night? No, but Igor is not there anymore. Or maybe this is a better time to do some rock picking. Oh yeah, the old man is not there.
Dr. Cranium's eyes are watching.
Nighttime, okay. Dr. Cranium's eyes watching.
Rule number 1 in your famous thieves' correspondence handbook was...
Okay, this is still broad daylight.
The general store has...
But it's closed though. Everything's closed. Well, I can get some food, so let's go eat.
The door is locked and probably...
Really?
You hear move. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the...
Holy crap. Oh, hello?
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
Clown. Stuck this clown. I took gnomes. Oh, let's greet him. Greet.
Thank you, thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. It means you're not behind my back. Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
Really?
You adopt the traditional thief sign. No one seems...
No one seems particularly impressed.
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't. I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together. Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on. I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but, oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
That's it.
Hey, my last... I got
Let's pick him up.
Hello, how are you? Pleased to meet...
The ever-present joy buzzer goes off a second before you shake hands. You wait for the punchline. And there doesn't seem to be one.
Goodbye.
Leaving so soon? Good night, and thanks for all the fish.
That's it, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Why am I talking to you? Alright, want some candy? I have a bunch of stuff I can try to give you. Candy?
No thanks. If you cheat on your diet...
Do you want this?
That didn't do...
Some garlic.
That didn't...
Some rations?
That didn't...
Oh, maybe this.
That didn't do anything.
Maybe I should show this to
Hey, I've been looking high and low for you. And I obviously wasn't looking low enough. You trying to upstage me or something? Show business is tough enough without competition from you. One day they're putting your footprints in cement, and the next day you're mixing it. So sit down, relax, and catch the show before it gets away.
What the fuck?
Hey, I've been looking... So...
That didn't
Doesn't
do
do
anything.
anything when I click on him, but when I click on him, it does that. When he's not that. What does... Oh, maybe I should do that when he's not there.
That...
Hey, I've been looking high and low. Show bit. So...
Okay, so I cannot use any items on this guy.
Hey, I've been...
All this guy's
So-
there. Can I even talk to him?
Hey, I've been looking high...
No, I can't.
So...
Okay, can I eat?
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Moldavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "Do you know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier.
Oh, fuck.
I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But what? And get out of show business?
And I cannot eat. Maybe if I go out and in again.
I got
Ah,
He too is a stranger to Mordavia.
Hey, what am I, shredded wheat? If you're talking behind my back, at least have the courtesy to do it face to face. So how come you weren't up on the stage instead of me?
I have not listened to such nonsense in all my life.
You call this a life?
show him stuff.
That didn't do anything. That didn't.
Okay.
You've never seen so many locks and bars on a door.
It is very dangerous in Mordavia. If you wish to return later...
It's fine, bye. Okay, now it's night. But I have no energy. Let's quick save.
Rule number 1 in your famous... While the lock doesn't seem very complicated, your tools... As you start to open the door...
Okay. Someone's away. Maybe we need to go later in the night. can rest here. Just rest an hour.
After some rest, you feel better. As you start to open the door,
oh, I wanted to go back in the end.
you hear
Is the clown still there? Can I get some meal? I want some meal. Feed me.
You get a fine.
Thanks. Can I talk to you about other things now? Don't speak.
Besides the ones that come in here in the Burgo, my... The gravedigger is a... I know little of the forest. I know little of the forest, for I...
You've never seen so many.
It is... If you...
Okay, so there was a boat there. And what did it say here?
Rule number 1 in your famous...
Broad daylight. They talk about broad daylight, but
While the lock...
here it kind of works.
As you start...
Naughty. But I'm a thief. It's a perfectly acceptable class. Can I use it here? I'm gonna die.
The massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from...
Oh! It's the girl. What do you want?
It is good to see you again. I hope you are enjoying your visit to Mordavia. You need to take better care of yourself, you know? It is very dangerous out at night.
She's talking to me with her mind.
Why, you've been injured. Here, take this and drink it. It should help.
Okay.
I would be most displeased. I mean, sorry, if something were to happen to you. Come to me. I have something to show you.
Oh?
I warned you it is dangerous here at night and you do not listen. I intend to teach you a lesson.
A strange feeling sweeps your body. You realize that you now know the frostbite spell.
Okay.
Perhaps that will help keep you alive when I am not with you.
I don't know. There's that lake. Naked lake woman. Too many women's. They all want you. Let's together.
She is the attractive peasant woman you met shortly after escaping from the Cave of the Dark Ones.
I want to talk to you. What's your name?
You may call me Katrina.
Katrina.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Camilio.
The forest is a very dangerous place. Many monsters walk here, especially at night. Please, please be careful. Magic is very useful for survival in Mordavia. Use it wisely and carefully. I must go now.
Oh no.
I hope...
No. I didn't
Before
know
you
which
can
I
think
could
to
be
follow
this-
her, the young peasant girl has disappeared.
No. Okay, let's reload and see if we can talk about other things. Forest? No magic? Survival?
I told you before how dangerous it is here. I could never dare wander here without magic to help me. But I did want to see if I could see you again. I've never met anyone like you before.
Oh. Oh, we can only ask like 2 or 3
Before you can...
I'm gonna abuse this, I'm sorry. Let's start the bottom.
The land of Mordavia is filled with unusual beauty and hidden dangers. Trust nothing here. If you are to stay alive, you will need to be alert and careful at all times. You wish to see me again then? Oh, perhaps we can meet again here sometime. I hope so.
By the way, I'll talk about it because it's very apparent with her. How much the audio of the voice is crappy. It's so crappy, and that's the case for many games in this year along those those dates, like around mid 90s, late 90s. Maybe not, no, just mid 90s. Gabriel Knight is another game like that. I can't remember if King Quest 6 is like that, but I do suspect that they had like either really crappy audio equipment, they didn't know how to work audio, and you'll notice that Mr. John Rhys-Davies' voice is pretty much, it's not perfect because this is all like super compressed audio, but it doesn't each time she does the S or the P's, stuff like that. Hey Gar! I did mention it when my playthrough of Gabriel Knight, and some of the lines that were made with by what's his name, the guy who plays Worf in Star Trek Next Generation. I can't remember his name, but some of his lines have the problem, and some of his lines are perfect. And sometimes I wonder if it's the actor itself that just said, "Oh my lord, like just do something, because this is not." Maybe he listened to the stuff and he said, "This is not working. I want something better." And one of the reasons I think John Rhys-Davies recorded his lines himself is that most people at Sierra would work at home. So I would not be surprised if Mr. John Rhys-Davies did not go to the studios. He just recorded his own thing at home with his own equipment, which I'm sure was top notch. Or he made it. Maybe he went to like a private studio to do it. Anyways, Michael Dorn. Yes, exactly, Michael Dorn. Some of his lines are perfect, and some of his lines are like completely crap. And her lines, listen to this, it's crazy.
There are monsters everywhere in the forest. I need to get back to the castle where I will be safe.
Safe. It seems we can talk a lot. It's when we talk about these things here that it's
I must go now.
Just want to talk about Om. I'm gonna start with that just to be sure. But if I look here,
the town walls loom mysteriously in the background.
No problem
The
with
bridge
the audio.
still looks solid at night, but you wonder what terrors lie beneath it in the darkness.
The S's were correct. It's not like perfect, but it's so much better.
She is the attractive peasant woman you met shortly.
Anyways, and that's one of the reasons I also suspect that when they did Gabriel Knight Remastered Edition, they did say that they could not reuse the old audio, because if the recording is super crappy like that, and you try to like relaunch a game in 2015, the audio cannot, it just can't sound like that. People would be like, what the fuck? But that's what they had. It passes in 1993, 95.
I live in the castle north of town.
Oh.
It is a cold, dreary place.
It's one of the most important things.
The castle castle was once home to the Borkor family. My family once served them, and so I am allowed to live there.
I think his audio, her audio is peaking, and that's why it does it. Magic?
Magic.
Okay, we talked about everything. Yeah, there you go. Bye-bye.
Before
It's
you
Kate
can think to
Beckinsale.
follow
Really?
her, the young peasant girl...
Who's Kate Beckinsale? I don't want to alt-tab. No, she looks like... Okay.
The faces on the jack-o'-lantern... The face...
Okay, we're gonna move around here at night a little bit. I mean, I'm in good shape. What did she give us? Is that stamina potion? Healing potion. We got 2 of them. It's undoubtedly magical, but we're probably... Undoubtedly magical. I think the castle is here. I don't think I can do it. The underworld chick. Okay. The underworld. That's the first time she's been named like that. The underworld chick. I'm sure she did better things than underworld. Oh, underworld. Oh, okay, yeah, underworld. Oh, yeah, underworld. Of course. I thought, for some reason, I had Waterworld in my head. I was like, the chicks. Who says that? But no, Underworld, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I did not see Van Helsing. It didn't look that great. One of my friends saw it and he said,
only I'd met you when
I know
was
you
alive.
laid it, don't watch
I
it.
certainly wouldn't be a result than now.
We talked about all these things.
There is some sort of enchantment about the swamp. It seems that all paths lead to the tomb which lies at the center. It's almost impossible to get away from it once you find the tomb.
I can't find the fucking
That
tomb.
swamp is a really bad place, and there is that swamp. The lake's not a bad place to stay, except when it freezes over in the winter. It gets kind of boring swimming under the ice for 3 months or more. Being undead is not so bad. I don't have to worry.
Okay, so these people say different things. Now she doesn't say the same things that the first time or the second time. It wasn't that bad? Okay. I'm very difficult with my movies. I think it may not be that movie, but I think it was. He said that in a movie like Van Helsing, and there was a couple of kind of movies like that when that came out, you have people that have power, so sometimes they can go like through a wall, or they can be like thrown or fall from high, and they're fine. And I think she's normal, and maybe Van Helsing has some powers, whatever, but I think she falls from very high or some shit like that she should die, and she's fine, and that's the kind of shit that would annoy me. And I think he mentioned that when he said don't watch that movie. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, we have this. Let's pick them up.
The will-o'-wisps are avoiding your touch. You need to find some way to attract them first.
To attract them first. Let's look at them.
It looks pretty much as...
Am I even targeting them? Do you want some money?
That didn't do...
I'm not even sure I'm clicking on them.
That didn't...
I mean, if I return to this...
The willow...
Okay. I don't think so, but whatever.
That...
Oops.
That didn't...
Man, that don't...
This is not a good...
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, not the rocks. I'm gonna try, but... It works. Oh yeah, it works. It always works. You can always throw rocks.
You carefully place some of the candy on the ground.
Oh, candy. I get it. These are kind of flies. Can I just use that on that? Maybe I should.
Wait a moment. They're almost in reach. Wait a moment. They're almost in reach.
There
You
go.
capture a few of the will-o-wisps in a flask.
Just try them all. Yeah, of course, try them all. This is a point-and-click adventure. This is way more point-and-click-ish than the other 3 games. Which, like I said before, is a good and a bad thing. Because I did like the unique... Oh, should I even try? I don't even have high stamina. I need to go back in that swamp, but with high stamina. Hey, what's this? There's something here in the background. What is that?
You see a tree whose branch...
No, I mean this here.
You see a tree whose branches are clumped with moss and fungi, a variety of slimy toads.
Oh, can I
That...
pick up those tools?
The tree feeds...
Okay, can I pick up this?
You don't really need any swamp muck. You
I
don't
want the swamp muck.
You don't...
But I want the swamp muck. Oh, Anarchipped. For some reason I thought it was Saxon and I was still talking. There's not enough color. There's not... What I would like in the Twitch chat is having... They do that with YouTube. Having your icon, like your avatar, your user icon, kind of like in front of your name. That would be huge. I don't know why they don't do that. Maybe this.
You don't...
Maybe. I mean, Twitch is doing a lot of things these days. They're tweaking out things. Ah, fuck this thing here. Can I like climb on this? The stats.
path is incredibly slippery.
I tried doing that last time, but I failed.
Yuck. Don't touch the greasy, grimy, gooey gunk.
This thing here?
Is
that the same thing as this? This thing that's
A
droopy?
tree feels like... It doesn't...
Can I pick up the droopy thing?
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy...
goo. Oh, somebody said I may need to put something on this to make like this work.
Using a grapnel...
Oh. Oh. Okay, now we're here. Things are happening. What time is it though? I don't want to waste too much time at night. No, not this. This. Yeah, it's getting late. Oh, am I stuck here now? No, I thought I was... Oh, can I use maybe this? Okay, I need to use that skill more. Maybe there's some place. Okay, so when we came here first, that thing was on here. Can I put it back?
You can't reattach the Dark One sign to the archway. It no longer belongs.
It no longer belongs there. So there's...
This symbol looks like a...
There's a mouth.
This symbol is a star...
There's a pair of bones.
This is...
Oh, there's a pair of bones. I have a pair of bones. Can I use it on it?
That didn't do anything useful.
No.
This is the symbol of blood.
Blood.
The cloud symbol is a
Breath.
This strange.
The senses.
This strange symbol is the traditional magic representation.
The senses.
This looks like a
heart.
This symbol is really abstract. You may have seen it once before, described in an ancient book as the sign of essence, or one's inner nature.
The swamp was always terrifying, no matter what class. Swamps, that's a good settings. Game use things like sewers and stuff like that. I like swamp. Like in Morrowind, for now, my favorite part of the map is the swamp. I like swamp. I like Swamp Thing. Have you ever seen this Swamp Thing? It's a good movie. It kind of traumatized me when I was young. Can I use it like backwards? Okay. I still need to...
You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it.
Too slippery to climb.
You
can't get to
the
bonsai. Can I throw a dagger at it?
You missed the rock pile. You'll need to keep practicing your...
Oh, okay. Can I just throw rocks instead?
You missed the rock... You missed...
Okay, we can practice this. It's my throwing abilities. 220, 32. It's pretty low.
You...
Yeah, we'll go sleep afterwards.
You pick up your daggers.
Oh! What?
That didn't...
I just wanted to pick some more rocks. So when you throw your... So if I throw my dagger randomly like that... Maybe that's not gonna work.
You pick up your...
Yeah, it works! Hey, Tricky Starfish! You see that? In this game, you can throw your dagger in the air like that. And just pick it up like that. Isn't that fun?
You trim.
That's fucking awesome. I tried to commit
You
suicide.
trim and clean your fingers.
Can you pick your nose in this game?
It wasn't really designed for this, but you find you can do a fine job of repairing your armor and equipment with the Thieves' Toolkit. Maybe you can become a tinker when you tire of thieving.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, can we
a
pick
tree
up
feels like petrified wood.
Okay, I want to look at this. It's a bunch of greasy, grimy, gucky goo in a flask. I remember this game. Magical torch. For fruit pies, the pan is filled with a slicky red assemblage of poisonous elderberry berries. So I'm wondering if I need to cook it or what.
A tree. You can't reach the bonsai from here. The ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else.
You couldn't save? What? The alternate executable. The same with the installation because the main game will run on my PC, then I couldn't save. If that's the case, that was only maybe a configuration problem, and we're maybe just running that executable. The executable thing with the installation. Maybe you could just pick up the The reason you couldn't save was because it was trying to save on the CD, but if you would have picked up the whole CD content and copy it to your C drive and run it like that, it's not ideal, but like most of the time it will work.
The tree feels as though it's covered with a slug slime. The tree...
Maybe it wasn't that, I don't know. You never know, you have to try a lot of stuff sometime to make it work. Even back then. Like, running these games is pretty much the same experience as running them 20, 30 years ago. It's a puzzle just to run them. This game ran pretty outside of the
So
box.
good to...
Oh, and Gar wanted me to try... so I bought Quest of Glory 5 on GOG, so it better just fucking work out of the box. It did work, but it's kind of glitchy. But I'm gonna try to do something about it. Yeah, it's kind of trying to save. Yeah, this is DOSBox natively from the GOG version, so I didn't really change anything. I fiddled with some of the settings because I like to do that. Run it at the proper resolution here, proper aspect ratio, and all that good stuff. Does it not even run on your computer? It ran. I mean, I didn't do anything. I just installed it, they played the game, and it ran. But it was glitchy, and I wonder if I try to capture it, it might be a problem. It was full screen. The first thing I need to do is put it in Windows mode. Just putting any old game like that, especially Windows game. Sorry, Windows 5, 95, 98 games. Putting them into Windows mode usually just makes it all work again. Not all games, but many games. I don't know where I am anymore. Shit. Okay.
You can't open...
No, I can't open the game, of course.
You deftly...
Climbing in this game is pretty huge. There's a lot of climbing opportunity. Oh, I didn't try to... Oh, my stamina just dropped again. Let's try to steal some stuff.
While the lock doesn't seem very complicated...
No, there's a deadbolt.
While the lock doesn't...
There's a deadbolt. Oh, wait a minute. This?
You attempt to pick the lock on the burger... You'll need some more practice at this. The lock is apparently one of those...
Nice, okay, I can practice there, but it did use some stamina. Mine just black screen with some sound, no way to get past it. Wow. When I launched it, there's that like cinematic from the beginning, but it turns your desktop like 640 by 480 or some shit like that. So, but I could still see like my bar of windows that was above the game itself. But it was working. Then when you start the game proper and it's in 3D, you're kind of floating at the beginning of the game. My character was kind of jerky and kind of like not... The 3D was not stable. But I'll try to run it through a couple of things. Like DG Voodoo, not DG? Yeah, DG. Yeah, it's software mode, but it's meant to be run, I don't know, Windows 95, 98 machines, on our Windows, this is Windows 7. If you're on Windows 10, Guard, that's definitely I think you're on Windows 10, we talked about that. Windows 7 helps. But I need to say that Knights of the Old Republic, just for the streaming part, was easier on Windows 10. So I can say that it ran better. It still ran on Windows 7, but I could stream it more easily on Windows 10. So I can say that. I usually don't throw flowers at Windows 10. Pick the lock. Keep practicing. Okay, this is getting late. We'll do that another day. It's fine. Yeah, it ran amazing on Windows 7, but capturing it with OBS was a problem. Because it switches between the cutscenes and the 3D parts. It kind of switches renderer. And in OBS I had to like literally have two windows. Or I could have like captured my screen. But doing that in Windows 7 slows everything to a crawl. I can do that in Windows 10 perfectly. I think that's what I did. Or I didn't even need to do that. But why would you want to run Thief in software mode? You should be able to run Thief in hardware mode. I think there's even a couple of... I don't know if they're called mods or what. Or renderers. But you can have like great graphics with Thief 1 and 2. Oh, I think... they update, yeah, it's like the Dark engine. I think they updated directly on GOG a couple of years ago, and it was huge. I think it's been a while, but I think one of the old developers had the code or the file or something, or he was able to, or he did it himself, or I don't know, but he just gave it to GOG, like anonymously or something. It was kind of a weird story, and everybody in the forums was like, "Yay! That guy's a saint." I make it easy. I don't know Genesis games, really. I really don't know. I can only recommend stuff that I've seen people play, like Landstalker, I think is the name. Like rappers, yeah, stuff like that. But natively, the Thief GOG version is perfect because it has the latest Dark engine. Same thing with System Shock 2. Or it's Thief 2 maybe. Thief 1 and 2 is not exactly the same engine. Thief 2 and System Shock 2 though is the same engine. System Shock 2 is just a Thief 2 mod. But it's the best. It's the best mod ever. It's one of the best games ever. I did save it. I just saved. So we need to go later at night if we want to steal stuff. Okay. And so yeah, Saxonman asked about a game recommendation for Genesis, so I said Landstalker. Oh, there you go. So they updated it. Literally, they ported Thief 1 into the Thief 2 engine. I love Thief. I love Thief. And I prefer Thief 1. Although I know a lot of people prefer Thief 2. I don't know why. I know why I don't like Thief 2. It's because of the metal thing. It's in the title. The Metal Age or something it's called, right? Thief 2 Metal Age. Yeah, no metal in my Thief game, please. No mechs, no mechanical stuff. I don't like that. The rumors that System Shock 3 devs were bots. Yeah, I mean, System Shock 3 died when... I mean, it died. A couple of months ago, it died. It's not because of the virus or something. There's one cutscene in Thief is one of my most memorable cutscenes ever. I won't spoil it though. I sleep on the morning.
In your sleep, You seem to hear voices.
Ah, I remember there was.
Do you see him?
nightmares.
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. The charades you play are foolish.
That voice.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Mordavia is a very dangerous place.
I think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate, as you well know. I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. The tiny will-o-wisp flickers within its flask, then quietly expires. If only you had learned more about will-o-wisps, maybe you could have prevented this sad loss.
We killed the will-o-wisps. No. Okay, I'm guessing murder. I'm guessing I can get more. I sure hope so. Anyway, I have a bunch of saves. I'm not too stressed out. Oh, maybe I should have put holes in the thing. We'll try to... I'm gonna say that's day 4. And I'm gonna try to reload that. Okay. Besides that, I think the quest for glory, cruelty to animals back, you can't do anything to the will-o-wisp with your weapon. No, it's to do holes in the thing. There is a point-and-click adventure game that I remember using a knife or something to put holes in a bottle like that. For the same reason, so the thing in there could breathe. Huh, I was sure that would work. So, oh, maybe I need to do this. Oh shit. I thought like will-o-wisps go out at night, so I might need to put a shopping bag on it so they don't die in the daylight? No, they died. The will-o-wisp died. It's fine. We're gonna get some more. So I reloaded to see if I could try to make them survive. Is there something under there?
Trying to be a...
What's my weight limit? Stamina? Yes. There is weight, but where do you see it? Here? There's a weight 78. It doesn't say how much it... Oh, it's weight 30. Oh, these are quartz. Total weight 78 quartz. Okay. But what's my limit? In the third game, you could see your limit here. Like, it was here, I think it was. So, I don't know if I'm overburdened or anything. Whatever. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I'm gonna get some back next.
You eat your plain but
next
nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
What a surprise! It's garlic breakfast. I'll reload if there's any problem. Let's talk to you a bit.
I
do not gossip. Okay, we'll take a break here. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Too loud. I'm gonna build a luge for my speakers if I ever see 'em. I'll be glad to get out of here. Vertigo-orama.
Fallout, an increasingly important word in the atomic and hydrogen age. The facts from Federal Civil Defense tell us that fallout could hurt you, might even kill you.
Well, what about it, mister? What is this fallout stuff?
Fallout is nothing more than particles of matter in the air made radioactive by nuclear explosions. Sooner or later, however, they settle to Earth. This is fallout, and it can be very dangerous if you don't know what to do about it. Well, do you know what to do about it, Grandpa?
Not yet, young man, but I will.
There are 4 major characteristics of an A-bomb or H-bomb explosion. They are blast, heat, initial radiation, and residual radiation. All this clear so far, sister?
Sure, but you've talked about fallout from enemy bombing.
Our government very carefully tests only small nuclear devices in the United States. So these are the facts that should reassure and encourage you.
Be ready to assist in defense preparations in your community if your help is needed.
For fallout is only one of them.
From the depths of Hades, evil arises to corrupt the living. It brings pain and death to all that it touches. It murdered your family and destroyed your village. Now you must enter Good luck.
Spend the night. Shivers. It'll scare you to death. Coming this fall.
Back. Oh.
Still you remain. It is...
Yeah, you always say the same thing. Let's see something. Hey, Johan, how's it going? Let's try to cook this.
That didn't do anything. That...
No. I wanted to try all the items. All the items. That might take a while. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Hey, Yeffy! Once this will be done, it'll be done. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know. Oh, you scrub the flame with a dagger, creating a spark. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the right way to dice garlic, but a master chef, you're not. Don't cut off your card yet. It hasn't expired. Oh, can I use my card to pickpocket, not to open doors? Yeah, that would... I don't think that'll do anything. After interminable minutes, the last of the gooey goo splurges into the pie pan. You rub the slimy flask clean and put it away. Didn't I already try that? I thought that was done. Okay, so I use the goo on this, right? Sticky red assemblage of poisonous berries has been thoroughly greased with goo. Okay, I need to grease the pan. I should have greased the pan before putting the berries in, but I guess that works. Okay, where were we? Did they move my stuff? Yeah, the keys, but that won't do anything. I was sure I had used the goo on that when I picked it up. That's the first thing that I thought might work. Huh? Rub some oil on the armor. Couldn't I have used the oil instead? This. We're almost done. It's kind of useless, but might as well do it, you never know. I've been surprised or fucked by other games, you could say. No, that's not. I'm sure the bone goes on the arch, but I don't know why it's not working. I feel I have to reactivate the arch to be able to re-enter the cave, and that's the end of the game. Well, the end of the game. Like the end dungeon. What I don't get is, like, the guy teleported you in his lair, clearly, but then you just escape and doesn't do anything. It's kind of weird. Why do you have this burning desire to emulate your position? There you go. Oh, using that on the item, is it different than using the item on that? No. Yeah, this doesn't say the same thing as when I do this. Shit, I hope not. Because there are some games I've seen that you have to use, like, this on this. Using this on this would not work. So what I just did, I would have to go back from here and go all the way up. Do the same fucking shit again. Because when I went down, like from here I would not go back and redo all these items. They're done for me because I did this on anyway. I'm sure I don't have to explain it. You're smart people. So now each time I pick up a new thing, all I have to do is use that new thing on all the items I have here. And if I do that each time, it won't be such a pain.
The water is a special.
We can't do anything at day. At night I can steal some stuff. I could go check those will-o-wisps. I want to go at night. There's a bunch of stuff I want to try at night, not at the day. And castle monsters.
This town was...
We talked about all this.
Castle Borgoff is north of the town. The people of the castle do not bother this town. It used to be that the only monsters around here were the occasional wyverns. Now there are many dangerous things. Dr. Cranium is an idiot. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused.
And that is that. Can I enter? Yes, I can.
What?
This doesn't change anything. Yes, it does. This is different.
Why are you always so curious about things? Don't you understand? Most things are none of your business. Never have I met someone who asks as many questions as you do.
Thank you.
The problem with adventurers' guilds is that they attract adventurers. Adventurers tend to stir up trouble. I hope... More sightseeing? Well, there was a lovely lake to the southwest of town that used to be very popular among young people, but I do not know what it's like now. To the east is the town cemetery. It is a morbid thing to visit, but tourists always wanted to see it when tourists were able to come here. To the southeast is Irana's garden. It is an enchanted meadow well worth visiting. However, Mordavia has become a very dangerous place since the swamps were formed. Do not ever travel at night. If you are far from town when it gets dark, try to make it to Irana's garden. It's the only place where you will be safe. I do not really want anything to happen to you. Be careful. Irana was a powerful magic user who was rumored to have come from somewhere near Mordavia. Her garden is supposed to be magical and keep anyone who stays there safe from harm. Irana died here many years ago. Her staff in the center of town stands as her memorial. It is supposed to protect the town from evil and to have other magic besides. It is bad luck to speak of her death. If you must know, she died in that cave you say you came from. I'm not a superstitious man, but I will not talk more about the subject.
Okay, we got more information.
I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately. No one is certain what to make of you. Yet.
The burger. That's a bad idea with...
Of course.
Try to avoid getting into trouble.
Can I get put into jail?
Back again, so... Now, what would you like? Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of... Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me?
Hey, taco salad. Hey, it's going good.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you. Yeah, my sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man. This isn't such a bad place to settle down, you know. You could easily earn a living farming here. That certainly has more job security than adventuring, after all. As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Do I still die in the daytime when I go under here? No, he doesn't want us to go.
Bad place.
So we don't die. But at night he's not there, so we can die. Hey, can I show this to him?
That didn't do anything.
Oh.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation in the door. It fits perfectly.
Really? Wow, I didn't expect that. Oh my god. Are we... Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. Okay. I did not think that would work. Okay, whatever. What indentation? Did they talk about an indentation? Maybe they did. No. This is the theme of the game. This is like underworld kind of stuff. It is underworld. Vampires, werewolves, dark magic. Everything's at night. Ghosts, haunted stuff, swamps. The first game is your traditional like medieval setting. The second game is in an Egyptian kind of setting. The third game is kind of an African setting. The fifth game, I don't know. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. So I wanted to save here as castle, maybe? Yeah, maybe castle. Castle. Wow, okay. Lots of stuff to look at.
This is a no longer used monastery. The furnishings are in poor condition, and the carpet and drapes are faded and threadbare. The symbols of the Dark One make this an uncomfortable place to be. The chandeliers once provided light in this dark, somber room. Now they are crusted over with something you'd rather not investigate closely. They are now quite useless. The once fine curtains now look moth-eaten and bone-dry. Now they are no more than a fire hazard. The bas-relief depicts a scarab sacred to the Shaperians as the keeper of the sun, mostly due to certain unsavory habits having to do with dung balls.
Dung balls is dung beetles.
It's a six-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapus.
I don't get it.
The fireplace looks as though it hasn't been used in years. There are no logs on the log holders,
it's a joke.
nor is there any sign of ashes or other debris.
Yeah, there's something going on, of course. It's secret entrance.
It doesn't budge.
Uh-oh, the octopod.
That's funny. The strange six-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
It's alive! Let's throw a dagger at it. Now we can pick up our dagger,
Be careful
right?
what you pick up the dagger.
Yeah, wow.
You trim.
That's awesome. So I guess you can...
This is... What?
You can practice
This is...
throwing daggers.
This is...
Oh, it doesn't work at all on anything else than that. It's interesting. Oh, I did hit it.
You've managed to damage.
Oh, and then I can pick them up again.
You've managed
slightly.
After you bombard the poor creature for a bit, it dies.
It dies.
Poor Hector.
Poor Hector.
You retrieve your daggers.
No, I don't want to do it anymore. I want to reload and not kill him. Hector dead. Maybe I can talk to him. I didn't even try to. I should always go with the pacifist approach first. You killed it good.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say much.
It does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Say much. But was it a nuisance? A nuisance?
It doesn't. That's funny.
Oh, I just moved because he was there? Was it because he was there? I want to know why I killed him. You know? It's John Rhys Davis.
This is not...
It is.
It doesn't but.
Then I want to do that with the thing moving. See if... Oh.
There is a cold feeling down.
Yeah, castle. Hello, mashed potato tower. Yeah, let's try to go down now. He's gonna stop us.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to do it. He's afraid. Oh, I'm dead. Hector Hexapod had a hunch that Atlas Hero was his lunch. Since you brought no better fare, he chose to eat you then and there. You are dead. Okay, but before going down, we're gonna explore the rest of this. What is this?
A long wooden table attests to a time when this room was used to double as a communal dining room for the monks. There's an old threadbare rug on the floor. Like the curtains, It looks more like a fire hazard than an amenity at this point. There's nothing under the old rug but dust and spiders, neither of which you need. There's nothing under the old rug but dust and spiders, neither of which... It doesn't... You strike a mighty hammer blow at the glass case. It just sort of looks at you through its glass eye. You need to either build up your strength or try another...
Let's try the thief approach.
That didn't do anything. You deftly pick the cabinet's simple lock and take the healing potion you find inside.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, Zoidberg! Thanks for the follow.
There is nothing else. You can't budget. If you want to do anything with the sculpture, you'll have to do it here.
If I want to do anything with the sculpture... Anything? Phew. What could I do with that sculpture? Why when I move up, the bones move there? The whole thing moves. It's very weird.
That didn't... That...
I have no idea what to do with that thing.
That...
Maybe look at it first.
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out. And unmoving.
Dried out, so maybe I need to put some water on it.
That didn't... That...
Yeah, I'm guessing water, so...
That...
Can I pick up this?
It doesn't... It doesn't...
So I think that's it. Oh. Holy shit! Man, I need to click on everything. Even stuff I don't even think is gonna go to. Oh my god, what the... I got that in the third game. It was a black crow or something. And I never did use it. I don't think I ever did use it. What is this? A black bird. This sculpture of a black falcon brings back memories of your wonderful vacation in Rizir. Exactly. Wasn't there in Spielberg too? And one in the bazaar in Tarna? Too bad this is just a cheap plaster imitation. Where you wonder? Is the real blackbird? Oh, is that a reference to something? Maybe something that will happen in the fifth game?
Be careful.
So the blackbird is a theme that goes on in all the games?
On the outside. Probably because it's almost inaccessible from the inside.
Interesting. Oh.
This is no time to be making like Errol Flynn.
I don't read that word at all.
Be careful.
I'm pretty sure this is all optional. If you don't have any climbing skill, I can get that.
The reliefs are important only for their
The bas relief.
There's nothing you can do with them.
It's important. The bas.
The reliefs are important.
Hey. Can I talk to the relief?
It doesn't...
Yeah, I only remember in the third game. But he said like... in Rizir, so... Rizir is the second game. They said there was one in the bazaar in Tarna, but I was able to... it wasn't in my inventory. And there wasn't Spielberg too, I can't remember. I only remember in the third game. I mean, I didn't get all the points, so maybe I just didn't get it. Maybe it's an optional thing to get in all the games. Definitely possible, like in this game here. Maybe this is all optional. even though it says it's not a real one. Anyway, where was it? Shit, check the VOD. I can't remember. I do not remember.
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Holy crap. Whoa. Why so serious?
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Oh, I'm dead. That was way too much for me. Just a lick and I... Woo! Holy shit. I'm not dead. I'm just super drunk. It's the dark one. This is very Cthulhu.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet.
Yeah.
A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets.
I don't think I understood all the Cthulhu references, the dark ones and all that stuff the first time I played. I stuck with the vampires and the werewolves and the Transylvania stuff. So...
You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
You read Lovecraft a ton when I was young? How young did you read Lovecraft? I never read Lovecraft. I saw a bunch of movies, I know about him and all, but I never read any books
Cask
of him.
of Amontillado.
Ah.
This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its content.
Did I click on it, or you already knew it when I came here? This is a cask?
It's a small barrel, perhaps once used for... Someone has discovered...
Empty bottle.
You mustn't bottle things up. Let your feelings free. Anyway, you don't need the bottle.
What?
The barrel is not...
I need the bottle. Look for traps. There's on the trap marked 3 boxes in a row, column, or diagonal with the same color. What, like... Oh... Okay, I get it. Oh. Okay, there you go. Mini game. 17. Okay. Like 12 or something.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the Diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it.
Oh, this looks super important.
The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping.
Wow, I need to write.
Now, there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart
ritual? The heart ritual. I think that they said the light of a child's soul. And just because they died and it really it was like, you kill them. It sounded dark. I think they're talking about the will-o-wisps. The light of dead... Is it like a legend that the will-o-wisps are like dead child souls? It might be. I might have known that sometime in my life, but I can't remember if that's a thing or not. Your memory is good. Well, well, well. Have you... no, I did not. I just killed them. I just hope that I didn't fuck my... I can reload if there's any problem. I hope I won't have to. What the fuck's going on?
You feel a funny tingling sensation and a slimy one as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good.
Yep, pretty bad. Oh, I was just transformed into a slug. Well, you have to admit that becoming a giant banana slug is one of the more unique situations in your adventuring career. It's also the last of your choke. Oh, the deaths are actually cool in this game. Finally. Oh my god. Okay, this was my last save.
Man.
Okay. Pick up the scroll. Read the scroll.
The ritual isn't designed to be used that way.
Blood ritual. Okay, this is the blood ritual. Okay, then I opened up this. Look for traps. I need to do this again. Fuck, it's gonna be all arts. There you go.
It said something about the first ritual being placed within
so I need to go to the Mad Monk's tombstone.
There to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squints, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in
the light of the dead child. You already said my memory is good, so it must be that. I love spooky stuff. It's my favorite. It's everyone's favorite. It's everyone's favorite quest for glory. Yeah, Morrowind tomorrow, and it might be a little late. So it might start like at 10 or something, like about 2 hours later than usual. Saturday will be the normal Morrowind stream at 8 PM Eastern Time. Let's save again here.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
You straighten out your jacket and
I want to click on this.
The battle is not.
So do not pick up this. What is this?
You see a small statue that matches the description the chief thief gave you. You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you.
What statue?
You see a small statue that matches the description that the... You see a
So I need to pick up this. Oh, maybe using the grapple. I could use fetch, but I'm gonna try the grapple. Did I just... I want to save again. I want to get fucked. I have to redo the whole shit again. Let's try that.
This is not a good place.
No, it just doesn't work. I'm pretty sure the fetch will work.
You didn't manage to fetch anything. You didn't...
Maybe not. Can I talk to you?
It doesn't say.
So as soon as I click on that...
It's a really silly looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you.
Put. And then I die.
You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one, as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good.
Touch the statue.
Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the Diary of Ammon. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual should be
already know
placed...
that.
The next ritual should be placed in the hollow of the hangman's mouth ritual. Now there's another...
Man, they really want us to know that, because it's there and there.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the Diary of... It said... Now there's...
Interesting.
You rifle through the Mad... It said...
So
the next ritual... Mount... Now there's...
So is Lovecraft's really good? Is it a good read? So how do I pick up that? Can I touch
The
that?
huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon.
Necrophilicon.
Haven't you heard about this book somewhere?
Oh. Maybe you should just have judged this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, you threw the book at you. A sludge. Whatever. A slug. I don't know. So this I die if I do that?
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating.
No. Even if I don't touch the book. Even touching the wall behind the book does that.
The huge book on the altar.
So if A is the first letter, it would be... It would have judged the book by its cover. It's... Avuzu? Okay, so let's look at this again.
You're right. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers.
And that's it.
The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids. And the next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains.
Then they talk about the blood ritual.
The blood ritual shall be the mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the dark.
And then the heart.
Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet...
Okay. Maybe that information is not here.
There is a huge... Above the altar, there is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin. Oh, that's it. something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about
Why
this
did it
book.
say that before? This is new. Now I can't even
There
read
is a
the book
huge...
like it did before.
Above the altar, there is a huge...
That is very weird.
There is a huge book.
Was that
The
a
walls of
glitch?
The walls...
Because a second ago I would click on the book there and the book there. Here and here, and it would be the same description. If I do that, I die.
The huge book on...
Yeah.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating.
So I'm guessing this is talking about the thief.
You see a small
thief.
statue that matches the description.
So supposedly I could pick up that.
This is not... This... That didn't... That didn't... That did...
Trying to do thieves things.
That
Maybe
didn't...
I can exchange the statue.
That didn't... That did...
Let's oil it up.
That did... That didn't... This is not a good... This is... This... A feeling of peace. You feel a funny tingling sense. Be careful. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things. You've seen some... It's a really silly looking statue. It's a really silly looking statue and clearly... One vision like that is quite enough. That didn't...
I can't open these drawers.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk.
Oh.
It said... Now that...
So I don't know how to get that.
That...
Anyway, what time is it now? Okay, and so we got the blood ritual in our hands. The blood ritual. So we need other rituals like that. Let's try to pick up some water to put on the shriveled statue.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door.
For the ectopod.
You find a good spot, then climb up.
Oh, I can climb there. Wow. without using the sign. Shit. Man, I really need to click on everything.
The door is...
Oh, it's sealed. Let's go back up. Practice climbing skills. Let's talk to you. Something else to say? Oh, this is new. There's some new stuff here. Crypt key.
Applying for job as grave robber? Sorry, Igor not give crypt key to strangers.
Crypt key, is that the crypt from the graveyard? Oh man.
Nikolai walks around looking for Anna all the time. Anna missing many years now. Yuri, innkeeper. Bella, keep in. Little town. Dimitri Bitterman. Dimitri's father Bitterman too. Grandfather not Bitterman. Grandfather not married grandmother.
He's giving us a lot more information here. It's like he knows us and now it's talks to us.
Olga into healthy food. Olga eat plenty fruit and berries. Olga nuts. You are what
you... Yeah, what you eat.
Business is dead. Little graveyard humor. Igor not hear rumors. Igor not know mad monk start monastery. Igor not know bad things get people who try monastery door. Igor wonder if you will verify this rumor.
I did verify that rumor. Can I talk to you?
Yes, well, Anna has been gone.
It wasn't? Alright, 3 times, okay. Oh, and then that, okay. Is it getting more complicated as you do it? Shit, I hope not. Unlock? I could have listened.
Ah, you're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this.
Whoa.
That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
Dr. Cranium looks...
No, just need to talk to you.
Oh, I have been better. The failure of my MESS was a shocking experience, I can tell you. Understanding and harnessing the power of nature is... If you want to improve your stamina, here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt.
Okay, so can you give us...
Here you are.
1 per day?
You ask Dr.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll take more of those flasks. That's fine.
Experiments are the meat and drink of science.
And then you have pizza. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we talked about all these.
Earth is pizza. A hype. It is since real. One.
They talk about the scientific method. Moldavia?
Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land where everyone seems to think more of Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring. I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use.
Sorry, dude. No, I'm sorry. Lightning is air. Okay. I'm sorry.
I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance some 15 years ago. I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment.
Oh, berries. I had some berries. There was this.
No.
Okay, I need to give that to more people.
That didn't...
I greased it up.
Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
The curved staff has a very organic look to it. The staff feels warm and...
This I must first do.
You find yourself...
Sacrifice of life for one of love. I don't know what that means.
Some beautiful...
Let's go back to the castle. Go around to all the destinations and the places, talk to people. Things seem to
Hello
evolve day
again.
from day.
You are a most brave man to wander.
Wife.
Wife? Why, I have no wife.
Oh. Okay, I guess we can't talk about wife now.
The castle is very quiet during the daytime, but I have heard noises and seen lights in the windows at night.
Empires.
The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it. The people of Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here. I have heard the wolves howl at night, but who is to say that they are werewolves? Good. Fair.
I want to talk to you. Yeah, no, I can't talk about the wife anymore.
May the sun and the moon...
Who the fuck is his wife?
A fine art.
Yeah.
The gatekeeper is a gaunt...
May the...
No more music? Okay. Ah, killer rabbit. Yay. The enemies are lacking. Like, for now I've only battled these. I think it was wyverns, maybe, and the kind of ghosts.
Hello again.
You bring me to the lake.
Being undead is not so bad. I don't have... The lake's not a bad... There is some sort of enchantment about... That swamp is a really bad...
Yes, just talk about that. She doesn't say anything more. Do you want this?
That didn't... That didn't do...
One more flowers.
Thank you.
That didn't do... That didn't do anything.
Show this to people also. I don't know. What time is it? Okay, we have plenty of time. Oh, I need to get some water. I'm gonna reload so it'll be faster.
Hi there.
That didn't do it. That did... That...
So we can't get water, at least not from
That
here.
did...
If we can't get it from here, why would we be able to get it from anywhere else? I'm still gonna try, because, I mean, we have the dehydrated guy. Okay, and here, I don't know what to do here. No, 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 no.
As
no.
you find...
No, no, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, save here. Let's try the swamp again. Okay, so she said that the swamp is cursed or something, but she said that when you get to the tomb, it was difficult to get away from the tomb, but I can't even get to the tomb.
Either that...
Do it. Okay. Okay.
Either that hillock... What?
Okay.
Either that...
Yeah, I think one of my problems was I was just jumping and I can move a little bit on the things.
Either that...
And it really makes a difference. Oh, whoops. No.
Either... Either that...
It's very difficult to see what you can jump on and what you can't.
What?
Apparently I cannot jump on that. Oh, that just worked. Ooh, what is this?
You see a tree whose branches are clumped. You see a tree.
It's nothing. Looks like a skeleton head or something.
You see.
That's not working.
Either that hillock. Either that.
Really? So I get points when I get here. So this is the tomb. Okay, this is the tomb. And this is not where it was last time. So I guess you just get to the tomb eventually if you just walk around for a while. Okay. And I did not know that you could go south. But here I need the one of the ritual. I don't know which one though. Did she tell me anything about the tomb? No. I need to use one of the ritual here. Should I try to battle this guy? Should give me some XP here. I think I could just jump on it. Yeah, boom. No, use some magic. This is new. What's this? What the fuck? I don't even know what I just did. S for special, but why did I have access to that now? Because my stamina was high enough. Anyway, that was fucking awesome. Let's see what our stats look like. 308, 303, finally passed the bar of the 300, which is not great. Vitality is pretty high. Climbing 280, it's getting there. Oh, I didn't get any dodge. I don't even know how to dodge in combat. Acrobatic is really crappy. Anyway. Okay, so jump here.
You don't.
What?
You don't really need any. The standing stone looks like a crude, oversized tombstone. It was an inset six-pointed star figure, similar to the one on the monastery door.
Oh.
The points are slightly curved, like the arms of a starfish. Arcane symbols label each point of the
hey,
star.
Bass. Oh, I need to use this on this.
The Dark One sign clicks into the depression in the stone. You find that you can now turn the sign like a dial.
Oh shit. What's happening? So this is under this? Oh. This is not working anymore. I'm gonna try them all. Oh! Now it's going here. I clicked here, dude.
The Dark...
man, I don't have access to that book. It's not like I picked it up. It said something about this, but oh, I'm a dumbass. We do have a save right here, though. Yeah. Let's restore Hector dead.
There is a...
Oh shit, do I really need to do that? There you go. I don't know what happens if you fail.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk.
Okay.
It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids and revealed the next... Now there's a... Be careful what you touch in here.
Oh, I should save here just to be able to reload and read that again. Replace book. Quick save. Okay, maybe it's that, the AVOO. There was another thing that looked like that.
The Dark One.
How can I look? I cannot look at these signs. I hope this is not one of the copy protection thing. There was there only one or two? Maybe there were multiple. I don't think I saw any of those in the...
This is
shit.
the tomb of the Mad Monk. His legacy will help you succeed.
I forgot that they give you clues when you click on it. Okay, let's...
The Dark One...
Here, the first
You
clue.
need to turn the Dark One sign in the correct pattern to... This is the tomb of the Mad Monk. His legacy will help you succeed.
His legacy, the legacy of the Mad Monk. Where did they talk about the Mad Monk?
Use the arrows to turn the sign left or right. The answer is hidden within the monastery.
Okay. The answer is hidden in the monastery. Okay, before going further, let's restore in the monastery. Let's restore this.
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks... Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for Of the Love of Death. You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the Diary of Ammon. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the hangman's tree and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks
so we
dark
found the blood.
The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting.
That doesn't tell us, so...
Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is...
So So I'm thinking this is it. But even that, I mean, A, V? I don't even know what the symbols mean. Oh, they're right there at the top. Boom, 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 boom. It's obvious like that. So what, a cheeseburger, bones, blood, clouds, sparky thing. Okay, we can do that. Okay, I can write that down. Okay, I thought this would be hard. Again, I'm overthinking things. So hamburger, I don't know what that is. Crossbones. And then we have a drop of blood. Then we have like a cloud thingy. Then we have something else.
The dark one.
Okay, so first would be I don't know. It's not here. Is this the hamburger? Maybe. Then we have the crossbones. Then we have. Oh no, it's all in order, so it doesn't. No, that makes no sense. Then this? Or this, maybe. This and this. It's not that. Okay, we'll have to read it all because it's not exactly the same thing. I'm gonna look at the symbols. Because they're not here. No, it's definitely that. I mean, I'm not crazy, right? It's definitely that. It's definitely this, but this symbol.
This carving depicts a cavernous, hungry-looking mouth.
Okay.
Here, two bones have been crossed, as on a pirate. This relief shows a storm cloud, evidently representing the concept of... This is a bas-relief image of a heart. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you can almost see it pulse. This place is making you see all sorts. This carving depicts a...
So it's mouth, bones, blood, breath.
This is a bas-relief image of a heart.
Heart. Okay, I'm gonna write those down instead. Oh, I shouldn't write it like my Skyrim, just my Morrowind notes. Oh, this is also stuff from Quest for Glory. Okay, so we have mouth, then bones, right?
Here, two bones have been... Here.
Bones.
This relief.
Blood.
This relief shows a storm cloud.
Breath and heart.
The dark...
Let's try it one more time, one or two more times, and if it doesn't work, I think we're gonna call it a night. Is this a mouth? If at least I could look at them, the game would tell me. Whoops, I'm not sure if that worked.
The dark...
So it starts here though, which is not a mouth. Maybe it is. Start with this, then bones. Then blood. The fact that it's just beside it though. Is this breath? Why did it go there? Oh, it restarted. I'm gonna click on this. then this, then this. It restarts, but only after the third, so there's only 3 maybe. Oh, this is definitely the heart though. Okay. Mouth, bones, blood, breath. Oh, now it's working. Heart. Ah, come on. And that's it. No.
The dark...
This is heart. This I don't know. This I don't know. Blood, bone, breath. But is this mouth? Who knows? The fact that they're pretty much in the same fucking order that I see them at the top kind of bugs me. I don't know, halfway? I should check my score to see. Maybe not halfway. Hi, by the way. Can I click in between?
The dark one.
Sometimes it goes back up, and that bugs me.
The dark.
I don't understand why. If I do this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Now it goes back up.
The dark.
If I do this, 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 this.
Finally, you feel the Dark One's sign settle. You pull on it, opening the tomb, and retrieve a damp
I was
but
just
readable
testing
scroll
stuff.
from its depths.
So
It is
all
the
I have
Dark
to do is
One's
just do
bone.
them in order.
You retrieve the Dark One's sign from the monolith.
And this was nothing. What? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I knew there was an order, but believe it or not, I did a couple of kind of things at the beginning when I first arrived here, and the first time I did 3 symbols, it restarted, and it was the 3 symbols. Anyway, maybe not exactly. I still don't understand why in the order it works. Because I thought the order was this: mouth, bones, blood, breath, earth. But it must be the order on the arch. On the arch at the beginning of the game, which you can go back to. There's more stuff than that. There's senses. There's... Anyway. Now we have... what ritual? The tomb ritual? The bone ritual. Crossbone nervous. So this is the bone ritual. And weird. According to this or to this, can we do it again?
You already have the ritual.
Anyway. And according to that, the bone ritual was like in the middle of the order, but it's clearly the first ritual when you look at the book. No, nothing is super complicated with this game. I'm overthinking everything. Every single puzzle. Almost. And I have a feeling half of my items here will never be useful. Anyway, we have 2 of the rituals. We know where to get the rituals. We finally have a point. Like before the stream, I was kind of again, pretty much the problem with the Quest for Glory games for the first couple of hours, I'd say. It's just the way it is. It kind of feels weird to say that, but it is a couple of hours. Unless you know exactly what you're doing. If this is your first try, a couple of hours will be you aimlessly going around the world, talking to people, looking at stuff, picking up stuff, not really knowing what you're doing. And eventually, boop, like your quest begins. Your quest doesn't begin at the beginning of the game. Most Quest for Glory. This one I think is the worst for that, because the first one you start... No, the first one you have no objective when you start. The second one, not really, but after a couple of days you get attacked and you know that there's bad guys in another city. And the third one starts you right off like we're at war with that clan, you need to help us. But this one is just you start up in a cave and you have to figure out what's going on here. Useless items. Not really. I've played, I almost want to say hundreds. Maybe not hundreds, but tens and tens of point-and-click, maybe 100 point-and-click adventure. Yeah, I want to say that. I've played 100 point-and-click adventure games, and most of them you use all the items. At the end there might be 1 or 2 that were kind of red herrings, but most of the good ones, I like to think, use all the items. Or they're optional. They are usable in some way or form. But Quest for Glory games, a lot of items are either not useful for maybe your class. They're different. These games are not really point-and-click adventure games. This is kind of an RPG in the form of a point-and-click adventure game. This is a little more point-and-click, but it's just because you interact more with stuff than the previous ones, which is a good thing. And I also like the fact that when you come back to characters, they talk about other stuff. That's kind of neat. When I was young I didn't like that, because I didn't know, like, you have to trigger stuff in this game, and once you know that, it's kind of more bearable. If you don't know that, it's kind of difficult, because I'm more used to the fact that a screen is a screen, and whether I come back to it 10 seconds later, it shouldn't matter. But in this game it does. Time flows and people will move around, or they say different things. You come back to an area and there'll be something different. Something will have moved in the scenery or something like that. There's other games like this, but this one is really like that. Its main focus is aimlessly go around in the world, and eventually stuff will start to happen around you, and you'll get a grasp of these characters and of these events and what transpired here. So I'm gonna save myself right here at the end of the stream. I'm gonna start the next stream right here, or maybe off stream I'll just go out of here. And it's supposed to be difficult, but I did it at least once and it wasn't that tough. What am I just doing right now? It should work, right? I should not die here.
Why?
Why? So tomorrow, Morrowind, but maybe not at your usual time. It's gonna be later. If I'm only free very late in the evening, I will stream, but I will keep you updated on Twitter and Discord. But activate your notification on Twitch, and you'll be sure to not miss any stream. Okay, I am kind of stuck now. I have no more stuff.
You are so... After some...
Wow. 24-hour stream then. Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck.
Why? You are.
I'll just do this. Maybe it'll trigger, man. Nope, it doesn't. I was able to do it once, but I have no idea how I did it.
Why?
I thought it was just by going up, but I'm going up for a while here. It doesn't do much. Maybe I need to go up on a certain screen. So I did go up in this screen, right? Yes.
Either that. Why?
I have no stamina, but it's still working. Anyway, I wanted to do this right now, but I might do it off stream. Because I want to maybe do some grinding off stream. But I can't because events unfold. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked. I can't really grind off stream.
Either.
I have no more stamina, but no, it's still working for some reason. This is getting ridiculous.
Either.
Going left is definitely not the solution, because that's what I did last time and that did not work. And of course it can't work because the end screen should only be accessible by moving east or north.
Either.
How does that make any sense? I don't know.
Why?
Hey, see ya. Stream's not done, dude. Oh, am I stuck here now? What the fuck's going on? Come on, just jump there. Game's fucking trolling me. Wow. Is it me or I'm jumping way higher now? Stamina is at 0, but I'm still going on, it seems. And stream 2. Still going and going.
Why?
Oh, now I'm losing health. That's what's happening. No, I'm joking. Come on. Oh, it's loading. Yay. Fuck. Okay, let's save. I'm still going, whatever. It's not important. Okay, this is it, guys. This is the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. We'll be rating someone. And as I said, tomorrow will be more Morrowind. 8 p.m. No, not 8 p.m. Somewhere around 9-10ish. And Saturday is gonna be the real 3-hour stream. Maybe more, maybe more. The weekend is when I can do longer streams. And Sunday we'll come back with this game. I'm gonna leave you with a serious Cackle Demon who's playing some Bloodstained Ritual. Good night, everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great night. And remember to have fun. Peace.